cushion or a block underneath your hips, or whatever makes your hips a little higher, so we're on an anterior pelvic tilt. And relax your palms on your thighs, or you can relax one palm on top of your belly and the other one on your heart. It's up to you, and relax your shoulders, maybe softening the gaze or closing your eyes. And just bringing emotions or sensations to your body, to your mind. And anything that comes up, just let it come and keep breathing in and out. Welcoming your baby to the practice and thanking him or her for being here. Also honoring all the aches and pains that you might feel during your pregnancy, knowing that you are creating a beautiful baby, and that takes a lot of energy, but it's really good for our hearts to be filled with calmness and love for ourselves and the baby. So breathing in and out through your nose, or in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One more breath in and exhale out. So come into an all-four position. So if you had the block, you can remove it and come into your side for all fours and switching into our child's pose. So if you're in your third trimester, you might want to use a bolster or a cushion, because this posture starts becoming a little bit more challenging as the months go by. So you can put a cushion behind and place your forearms down, relax your forehead, or just let your head hang down. If you're comfortable enough, you can also use the bolster and put it in front of you during your second trimester. And just relax your head one side and look towards one side. You can switch your head whenever you feel like it, and just breathe here in and out through your ribs. Letting all the spine relax. And maybe feeling all the sensations on the hips, and the hip flexors, and maybe the legs. So here, one more breath. And gently coming back to center. And we're going to use our blocks, or if you have thick books. So today I'll be using 3 blocks just to show you how you can do it when you get into your third trimester. So we're coming into Malasana. So you can use sometimes up to 4 blocks, or if you have 2 or 3, whichever height you find yourself comfortable for Malasana. So Malasana, just make sure that they're very stable, so you can come into Malasana. If not, you can always use a chair. So chair can also be really good. Or if you find that your hip flexors are really working for you these days and you have no pain, you can always come into just the squat. But I highly recommend that if you're in your third trimester, that you start supporting your Malasana every time we come into it. So you can open your feet as much as you have to, and just bring your pelvis into an anterior pelvic tilt. And you can place your palms in front of you, or you can relax them on your thighs. And just bring in some sensations into the base of your spine. Closing your eyes, relaxing your shoulders. And this is also a very good position for delivery. I know sometimes at hospitals they don't let you go into this position for delivery, but while you're in labor, this is really good because it helps you to open the hips so the ischions or the sit bones come closer together, and you are working on an interior rotation of the legs. So this is really good if you're in your third trimester and you want to do it every day. Just breathing in and out and bringing some sensations here. You can always sit down in a comfortable position if that works better for you. Just bringing some awareness onto the pelvic floor. Remember, the pelvic floor is on the base of your spine, and all these muscles. Every time we exhale, we release tension there. So breathe in through your nose, in whichever position you're sitting down. Exhale through your mouth, maybe siding out. And bringing some sensation into your pelvic floor muscles, releasing any tension that you might have. Breathe in again, deeply in. And exhale, releasing all the muscles, relaxing them. Continue breathing here in and out. You can always gaze a point down on the floor, close your eyes. And we stay here for one more breath, just feeling the sensations on the pelvic floor. Every time you inhale, elongate the spine. And next time you exhale, you can bring your palms down and start moving the blocks to the side. So coming into all fours. So your shoulders over wrists, your hips over knees. And you can tap your toes, give your toes a nice stretch, finding your neutral spine. Stretching and bringing the right leg behind you into a straight position. Breathing in and out and giving your hamstrings a nice stretch. You can maybe lean a little bit back just to feel more stretch on your calves maybe. And remember to soften your elbows. And gently coming back to center. Let's switch. Left leg, straighten it back. And give a nice stretch. You can lean a little bit back so you find that stretch on your calf. And coming back to center, we're coming into kneeling position. So tap your toes, stay as you are, and just bring your hips close to your heels. So this might be a lot of sensation. If that's your case, you can come into option 2. So we're still giving some sensation to the calves and the feet. Or the third one is to lean a little bit forward and just press your heels slightly down as if we're in supported child's pose. So it's up to you, whichever works for you. Inhale deeply and bring your arms all the way up. Your palms facing towards each other, shoulder distance apart. Breathing in and out and creating some space on the sides of your body so we have more space to breathe deeply in and exhale. And gently release both arms down and interlace your fingers behind you if possible. If not, you can always bring your arms behind you and extend your palms. They're facing one towards the other one, or interlace your fingers and relax your head down. And moving your head towards your chin. Inhale and relax it towards your back. So giving a nice movement to your neck. Inhaling as you release back. Exhale, chin towards your chest. One more time. And gently releasing your palms in front of you and coming into child's pose. Relaxing your toes and relax your head down. Let a hand maybe moving your head yes or no to make sure it's fully relaxed. Next time you inhale, come back into a kneeling position. You can always relax your heels where they are or tap your toes. So we're staying in a more straightened position for a gate pose. So we're opening one of our legs to the sides. You can always have blocks besides you if you need them. So once you're in gate pose, your toes are a little bit towards the corner of your mat. So toes out, heel in. Inhale deeply, bring your arms again up. Sweep your arms up as high as you can and grab your elbows with your palms, giving a nicer stretch. If this is too deep for you, you can always release your arms down. Breathing in and out through your ribs and creating some more space for your ribs. Stabilizing your body with your left leg. And maybe gazing a point down on the floor. Breathe deeply. And relax both palms to the sides of your body. Leaning towards your right leg. And extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. Yeah. You can keep looking up towards your hand or down towards the floor. Or just keep a neutral head. And gently coming back to center. If you have a block, you might want to use your block. And press with your left palm down, leaning towards the left side. And right arm comes all the way up. Beautiful. So usually on the third trimester, we want to focus on reaching up. So we have more space for us and baby. So all the organs are having a little bit of relaxation there. And if you feel that you want to work more on your hips, you can always bring your arm overhead. And finding some release on your hip flexors maybe. Inhale, come back to center. And start bringing your leg back. So we switch legs. Place your block on the other side and extend your left leg to the side. Your toes are pointing out, your heel in. Both arms come all the way up. Breathing in and out, and as you exhale, relax your palms on your elbows. Rubbing your elbows and feeling a nice stretch there. Next time you inhale, bringing your arms up and relaxing them to the sides. Leaning towards the left side. And when you're ready, your right arm comes up towards the ceiling. And just welcoming sensations. Remember, you should not feel any pain, just maybe some uncomfortableness for all the tendons and muscles that are being stretched. And gently coming back to center, leaning on our block and going to the other side. Left arm goes up. Or if you want to work more on your hip flexors, stretching all the way above your head. So that gives more relaxation to all the leg and the hips. Beautiful. Inhale and coming back to center into our kneeling position. So your knees come close to each other. They don't have to come too close if that is not comfortable for you. And your feet are slightly out. So we're coming into hero pose. We did it last class too. So placing 1 or 2 blocks behind your sit bones and start leaning back and see if you can sit down and find your sit bones right above your block. So if this is too much tension, you can always Make it a little bit higher. Or if it's a lot of tension, you can always lean forward. So find the best position that works for you and for baby. And give yourselves a nice big breath. We're working on internal rotation. Inhale, bring both arms up. And this time we're doing eagle arms. So open as you exhale at shoulder level. And bring your right arm above the left one. So we cross one on top of the other one. And we bring the back of the palms together. Or you can go a little bit further and bring both palms together in front of you. So whichever is more comfortable for you, stay there. And every time you inhale, bring your elbows a little bit higher into shoulder height. And feeling that nice stretch on your shoulders, expanding your shoulder blades, and elongating your spine every time you breathe in. And gently release. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, relax both arms to the sides, shoulder level, and we switch arms. So the opposite arm, we're placing it on top of the other one. You might feel a bit funny. And look for the back of your palms. Lift your elbows, if possible, at shoulder height. And continue breathing in and out. Feeling how the oxygen brings more blood to your baby, to yourself, and to your muscles. Inhale deeply. And next time you exhale, release the tension from your arms. Inhale and come up. So we release the block from underneath our hips. And we're doing 2 kneeling salutations, sun salutations. So come in your kneeling position, straighter with your back, rolling your shoulders up, back and down. Your knees can be hip distance apart or a little bit wider, it's up to you. Sweep your arms all the way up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, bring your palms in front of you for cow. So inhale, your hips up, your head up. And exhale, child's pose or supported child's pose. Relax your head. Inhale, again we come into cat. Exhale, tuck your toes and come into downward dog. So pushing your hips high as you can, and you don't have to bring your heels down towards the floor. You can work on your quadriceps by bringing your heels a little bit higher, softening your elbows, and maybe aligning your ears with your arms. If at any point you feel lightheaded, you can look forward. And exhale, release your knees down into cat. Sorry, cow. Inhale, head up, your tailbone up. And exhale, come back into child's pose or supported child's pose. Next time you inhale, bring your arms all the way up, sweeping your arms up, reverse one knife, palms together. And exhale, palms in front of you. Giving yourselves a few breaths here in our kneeling position or modified Tadasana for sun salutation. And we're doing it one more time. Circle your arms all the way up. Inhale. Upward salute. Exhale. Palms in front of you for cow. Head up, tailbone up. Exhale. Come into child's pose or supported child's pose. Inhale, come again into cat. Oh, cow. I don't know why I keep saying cat. Sorry. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hips up, tuck your toes, and Join me in downward dog. Find a position that works best for you. You can always open a little bit more your feet towards the sides of the mat. One more breath here. And exhale. Down into cow. Exhale, child's pose. Next time you inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Palms together and relax your palms in front of your chest. Beautiful. So place one palm on your heart, the other one on baby. And notice how are you feeling. Has anything changed in your body during the practice? Or in your feelings or emotions? And just breathe through it. Every time you inhale, bring calmness to your body. And every time you exhale, exhale any fear or anxiety that you might feel during these times in your pregnancy. One more time, inhale, calmness. And exhale, let go anything that's not working for you. Beautiful. And gently relax your palms to the sides and coming into standing position. We're working on our standing postures. So today, if you have a wall close to you, please use it unless you feel that you're very comfortable with your balance. So we're gonna bring the left foot close to the wall. And the right foot comes back, step back, maybe 3 feet back. And try to keep your hips facing forward. So you're using the wall here and start walking your palms high up. So giving a stretch to your shoulders and hugging to your baby. So make sure you are not bringing baby down with you. So you're bringing your baby close to your spine. So this is our Parsvottanasana or modified Parsvottanasana. You can always lift the heel that is on the back leg a little bit higher if you need to. And you can soften the left knee. So give yourselves nice breaths here. This also releases lots of tension on your back, especially the lower back. And gently walking your palms back to center. So your palms are probably shoulder distance and shoulder height apart. And step back with your left leg close to the right one until you find yourself coming into kind of a 90-degree position with your body. So your baby is hanging and just try to pull your baby towards you, hugging to your baby. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. And imagine that someone is pulling your hips towards the back of the room or the back of your mat. Breathe in and out deeply. Soften your knees. And gently walking back towards the wall. So as we're here, we did this, I think last class, for dancer's pose. So grab your right leg or your right ankle or foot, whatever is more comfortable for you. And try to keep your knees not maybe close together. If you can, go ahead and do it. But just keep your leg where it is. We're just giving a nice stretch to your quads. And start walking your left palm up towards the ceiling. So this is a modified dancer's pose. So we're not really giving any stretch to the belly. It's just more the stretch to the upper part of our body and the leg. Breathe in and out deeply. And gently release your leg and start bringing your palms in front of you. So we're trying the other side. So your right leg comes close to the wall and the left leg, we give a nice step back, 2 or 3 feet apart. It's up to you how far you want to be. And we start walking our palms up towards the ceiling. Remember to keep your hips facing forward. And your right hip maybe is going a little bit back. Your left hip is going a little bit forward. Just try to square your hips and keep that nice neutral spine as we're doing this. Beautiful. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Hug into your baby and make sure we're not letting the weight of the baby just strain our lower back. So try to keep that neutral spine. Breathing in and out, activating your legs and softening the leg that is in the front. Beautiful. Start walking your palms down into shoulder height and step back with your right leg. So we come into a 90-degree position. So this will be our supported 3 warrior. So bend your legs if you have to. And open a little bit more your feet if you have to do it. Hug into your baby and just stay here. Feeling that stretch and that nice hip flexion. One last long breath. And gently walking back with both feet. And coming into our dancer's pose, grabbing the left ankle, left foot, or you can just bend your leg and start walking the right palm up towards the ceiling. You can bring your knees together or they can be slightly apart. Feeling that stretch on your quadriceps and on your shoulder girdle. Breathing in and out and finding some balance on your right leg. Make sure you're not hyperextending your right knee. So give a nice soft bend to the right knee. And gently release down. Beautiful. Coming to Tadasana, to the front of your mat. Palms together in front of you. And you can bring your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart for your Tadasana. Show softening your knees. And bringing your palms in front of you. Inhale, roll your shoulders up, back and down. One more time. Inhale, roll your shoulders up, back and down. And just connect with your Tadasana, feeling how your feet are rooted on your mat. I'm finding that neutral spine, so if you usually find yourself into an anterior pelvic tilt, try to bring yourself more into your neutral spine so we have more space on the lower back. Next time you inhale, bring your right leg back, step back for our warrior 1. So we relax the right heel bit down and our hips are facing forward. So make sure you can grab your hip flexors and just make sure that your pelvis is facing forward and we're not opening here. You can always bring your legs a little bit wider if you have to, especially if you're close to your due date. And bring your palms in front of you, holding this warrior 1. And bringing awareness to your inner thighs, bringing them one towards each other and keeping your hips in a neutral spine. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. And exhale, relax your palms to the sides. And again, inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, circle your arms all the way down. And one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, circle your arms all the way down. Palms together in front of you. And step forward. We're doing opposite sides. So left leg comes back for warrior one. And remember to relax your heel down. So your back foot is into a 45-degree position, most likely. And your hips are facing forward, palms in front of you. And feel that nice position in your body. Working on our hip flexors, external rotation, and also a little bit of strength on the legs. Inhale, circle your arms up. And stay here for 2 breaths. Relax all of your jaws. Relax your facial muscles. See if there's any room to relax your shoulders. Exhale and bring your arm all the way down. Inhale, sweep your arms up in front of you. And exhale, relax your palms down. One more time, inhale, arms in front of you up. Exhale, relax your palms down and bring your palms in front of you. Gently stepping forward and coming into our last seated positions. So find a comfortable seated position, placing some support underneath your hips. I'm just using today the strap. You don't have to use it today. It's just a suggestion, especially as we get closer to our 3rd trimester. So we come into our Janushirasana. So one leg comes to the side, straighten the leg to the side, and the other leg comes close to your groin. So you can always use your strap by bending the knee and just grabbing a little bit of your foot. So the ball of your foot, normally we place the strap on the ball of our foot. And this is really good for you if you're in your 3rd trimester or even 2nd trimester. And try to keep your chest facing forward and just start leaning towards the left side. So this creates more space. Sometimes when we place the palm here, we're constricting a little bit of our organs with babies. So the strap is always a good option. Right palm goes up towards the ceiling. And breathing in and out. Here, finding some relaxation on our hips and our lower back. And gently coming back to center. And we switch the other leg. So other leg, you can always use the strap. Remember to place it on the ball of your foot. And your chest is facing forward, starting towards the right side. Left arm goes up. Beautiful, and stay here. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. One more breath here. And gently release. So today we are bringing one of our legs, so we can start with the right leg, as if you're holding a baby. So bring one of your legs a little bit higher, and with your right arm, if that's the one that is related with the leg that you're lifting, so we hug our leg from the outside of the thigh, and we grab our calves if possible, and the foot. So we start giving a nice stretch to the leg. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how high it is or how low it is, as long as you're feeling that you're working on those hip muscles, that is what we want, to find sensations that we might feel during labor. So a lot of hip openers is good for that. Beautiful. And gently release that leg. And let's switch. So let's grab the other leg, so outside of your thigh, and you can grab your calf or the outside or your leg and your foot. So it doesn't matter the height, we just give a nice movement, balancing from side to side, and just make sure both of your hip, your sit bones are rooted on your block or your mat. Nice. And gently relaxing down into our butterfly position or Sektubandha Sarvakasana. We're coming here and just stretch all your back, inhaling and imagining that we're elongating our spine. And you can bring your legs a little bit, not close to you, but far away from you. So for your third trimester, you might not feel comfortable going forward, so you can just bring your chin towards your chest. Or if you're in your second trimester, you want to come a little bit more into the position, you can always place blocks underneath your knees if you feel that is too much sensation. And just breathe here in and out, welcoming the sensations that we're feeling on our hips or maybe the knees, but it should never be painful. If you find yourself that is painful on your knees, please come out of the posture. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. And gently coming back to center. We're doing double pigeon pose. So this might not feel very comfortable for some of you, which is completely understandable. So what we want to do is to place one leg on top of the other one. So the knees are in line. So no, usually this doesn't happen. So we have blocks to support the knees. So we find ourselves in a hip opener here. So the left foot or the right foot comes on top of the other one, and we can stay here and just press with our palms down towards the mat. If this is too much sensation, you can always come back into butterfly position. So it's up to you, whichever posture works better for you. And just finding our breaths here. So what we want to do is, with each hip opener, we find some breath connected to our body, because that is what we will need for all the opening that will happen on our pelvic muscles. And gently we remove the block if we have it, and we switch sides, depending on which side you did. Now we switch the other foot on top of the other leg. And if you find that you have a lot of space in between, you can always put a block here and just find yourself into this hip opener. You can always lean a little bit forward, or you can bring your palms to the sides and press towards the mat so you have more space in your hips. And gently removing the block. And we're coming on our last position, which is half happy baby. So this will be before Shavasana. So find yourself laying down. Before you lay down, make sure you lay down on your side. And from there, we move into our backs. So bringing both legs close to your hips. right legs come up. So keep your leg bent and your arm will go inside of your thigh and outside of your leg. If this you feel that you can't reach, you can always use your strap. The other palm is relaxed on the side and we start bringing our leg towards the floor. So if this is enough for you, you can stay here. If not, you can always bring the left leg down and straightening so you have a deeper stretch and you're also relaxing your hip flexors. Breathing in and out through this posture. Finding more space on the hips. Inhaling deeply and bringing your left leg back if it was down. And releasing the strap if you were using it. If not, just ignore me. And bring both legs down and your knees together. So bring knees together and feet apart just to relax into an internal rotation of the hips. And next time you inhale, come back with your feet hip distance apart. And if you were using the strap, you can use it. If not, your arm goes inside of your thigh and outside of your foot. The other palm is on the side, pressing towards the mat. And try to bring that left knee close to the ground. If you want to feel more sensation, you're welcome to straighten your right leg. And just allow the sensations to rise up, breathing through it. It actually might feel good for some of you, or you might be a little uncomfortable, but it's a good hip opener. As long as there's no pain, you can always stay here. One more deep breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Bring the right leg close to you and release your left leg down. So the feet down on the floor and your feet maybe mat distance apart. Relax your knees one towards the other one. Breathe in and out here. And again, your knees align with your feet. Extend your arms to the sides and just giving a nice stretch to the legs to one side as we inhale. Exhale, let's go to the other side. Breathing in and go to one side. And exhale, go to the other side. You can do it slower or faster, depending on how you're feeling today, and synchronize that with your breath. Beautiful. And next time, if you're ready, you can come onto your left side, preferably, or if not on your right side for modified Shavasana. Just make sure you have a cushion for your head and a block or a cushion for your knees. So we place that in between our knees and just relax here in our Shavasana. If you're in your second trimester, you're always welcome to lay down on your back for a little bit, more so on the third trimester. So as we're here, just breathe in and out. I want to share a little meditation with you as you're here. Now take a slow and deep breath in, bringing your attention to your expanding belly as you draw the air in. And release your breath on the exhale, breathing all the way out until you're at the very end of your breath. Bring your breathing to a relaxed, regular rhythm. And feel your body getting just a little bit heavier. Allowing yourself to relax deeper into your Shavasana. On each in-breath, breathe in a soothing, calm energy. Feeling it soften your body and soften your mind. And on each out-breath, breathe out any tension, stress, or discomfort. Breathe in calm, breathe out tension. Breathe in and breathe out. Go ahead and place your hands on your belly as you settle into this Shavasana. As you do, recognize the warmth of the palm of your hands and imagine that warmth as a calming, glowing yellow light. And just watch as it glows from your hands and onto your belly. You can see your warm yellow light radiating from your hands onto your belly and entering your body. Watch how tenderly it embraces your little one, your love, your light. Take a deep breath in, expanding your belly and watching as the yellow glow shines brighter. And exhale, feeling calm and relaxed. Your body may be feeling uncomfortable lately. Perhaps you're feeling nauseous, low on energy, tired, or even in pain. But take a moment to bring to mind all the physical discomforts you've been feeling during your pregnancy. It's okay sometimes to feel this. If any related thoughts, worries, or judgments about your body come up, just recognize them and visualize yourself, letting them float away into the sky. And bring your attention back to your body throughout this pregnancy, Shavasana. Feeling yourself expand and contract as you breathe. Perhaps even feeling your little one move around inside of you. Your body is doing magical and hard work right now. And it's complicated, detailed work. So over the next minute, breathe in some grace for your body, appreciation and love for what it's doing for you and for your baby. No matter how messy, uncomfortable, or inconvenient that might be, breathe in grace. Bringing this beautiful being into the world will require much of you. But you have everything you need to do it. You are extraordinary. So if you're feeling any fear or anxiety or worry about delivering your baby, let's take a second to recognize it. Imagine yourself gathering all those thoughts and worries. Now, what if there were stones on the ground? One by one, pick up those heavy worries, those fears, and collect them in your arms. Now imagine yourself sitting on the floor, a pile of stones in hand, and think about another mom you know, maybe someone that is special for you. Imagine her putting her hand on your shoulder, reminding you it's all going to be okay. And as you breathe out, watch as she takes one of the stones from your arms and sits next to you until all the stones are gone. You have the strength and wisdom from generations of women within you. Everything is going to be okay. Now take a deep breath in, watching as that calm yellow glow that began in your hands now expands to your entire body. Mentally repeating, I am calm. Everything is okay and will be okay. Inhale deeply, and as you breathe out, feel the warmth of your yellow light center you. You're creating a divine being. You're doing a great job. Stay with this feeling of calmness. For the next few minutes. And breathe in and out through it. Give yourselves 5 more long breaths here. Acknowledging all the work that you've been doing. Next time you breathe in and exhale, start bringing awareness to your breath. You can always stay in Shavasana for as long as you want, or you can always come out of it by bringing some sensation to your fingers and toes and giving yourself a nice stretch if you have to. And whenever you feel ready, if you want to come out of Shavasana, you can push yourselves up into a seated position, relaxing your gaze or softening your eyes, or maybe closing them if you feel comfortable with that. Breathing in and out through your nose. And next time you exhale, relaxing your palms in front of your chest, bringing them together or one on top of the other one. Exhale, relax your chin towards your chest. And thank your babies, thank yourselves for being here, for sharing this practice with me, and honor your body. No matter how it's feeling, just always remember that you're doing an excellent job and you're a beautiful and wonderful mom. Thank you for sharing your practice